Party people everywhere, Dave Shrein here, out in Chandler, Arizona this morning. I've been using Snapchat so much, I was like, oh, I should have put a Chandler, Arizona filter on it. And then I was like, oh no, this is not Snapchat. This is Periscope. Hope everyone's doing well. Mel, I saw you pop in there. How are you? Sonia, good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hi there, Dave. Well, hello to you. SS Sparkle, Maritza, good to see you. Abdi Hussein, how's it going? Good morning. Got a big thing that I want to share with you today, and it's the reason why I did not broadcast yesterday. Jangala Designs. Great. I'm on Snap and loving it. Yeah, you and me both. It allows me to tell my story, how often and how verbose I want to, and if people don't love it, then they don't have to watch it. And if people love it, then they can keep watching it until my snaps are gone. I love what I'm able to do over there. Today, I've got something not on Snap yet. Maritza, get over there. I will help you out. It's so good. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, and it allows me to do things that I could not do on Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, wherever. Here's the deal. Now, Maritza, I want you to start thinking about this because this is where we're going. The reason why I haven't been on in the last couple days is because I flew Carlos in, who's my employee from California. We've been working together, building a whole bunch of stuff for the business, and it got to the point where we were doing so many different things, and we were doing so many different customized packages and services for clients that it was just sucking up life, it was sucking up time, it was sucking up joy. I was told back in November by the coach that I hired to define products and services and make them the same. And I was thinking, oh man, I don't have like a widget to sell. I don't have like a software that I can sell and scale. And he wasn't saying that. He was saying define what it is that you offer people, because if you can define it, then you can package that and resell that same thing over and over again. The problem that you'll run into when you first start off, especially if you're doing the entrepreneur, solopreneur type thing, is you'll be so desperate to get clients coming in. You'll be so desperate to make a little bit of money that you'll create a fully customized package based upon what the person needs. We do this a lot when, if someone comes into your store for the first place, the first thing you ask them is, well, like, what are you looking for? If you work at a church, when somebody walks into your church for the first time and they're new, you say, they say, how do I get involved? You say, well, what do you enjoy? And so what we are accustomed to doing is asking people what they want, and then building something around their likes, their wants, their needs, their desires. The problem with that in your business is that you can't scale that. I've fallen into that trap with photography. See, you know what I'm talking about. You can't scale that for multiple reasons. One, you can't market it over and over and over again because it's different every time. So you can't clearly define to people what it is you're offering. You wind up hearing what they want, and then you create something. You can't scale that for that reason. The other reason is you can't scale that because some people are going to ask for a service that you don't provide, yet you really want the money, so you go ahead and you provide that service, and then somebody else, I've severely niched myself. You provide that service, then somebody else comes along and says, oh, I want that same service. And then you're like, oh man, I want to say yes, but I don't really want to do it. And so you start getting yourself hung up. You're unable to scale it because you have created so many different little tweaks that you don't enjoy doing, tweaks that you didn't know how to do, that you can't package it and resell it. Well, let me share with you how it's been looking for me and Carlos. And hopefully it'll give you inspiration for yours. I can't tell you what yours should be. I can only share what mine is. And so I'm going to talk about what we've been doing in hopes that it inspires you. Websites. We do websites. With websites, it seems like you wouldn't be able to scale it and still provide, what we try to do is we try to provide highly personalized website delivery. So rather than just setting up a Squarespace and then saying, all right, fill in the content, what we try to do is we try to really help clients go through developing a website that actually helps them tell their story, not look like everybody else's story out there. So how do you scale that without staying involved? How do you build that up without having your business tentacles into everything? So Carlos and I sat down and we said, okay, we're basically, if we were to break this out into 4 features, 4 products, what would we do? Well, we'd have a small, medium, large, and custom. And the reason why we went with those names for now is because it's easy to visualize. Don't start with any weird naming schemes. Maybe they'll reveal themselves down the road, but clarity over cleverness is always the way to go. Always choose clarity over cleverness. So we said, okay, if we're going to build websites and we're going to scale that when we do small, medium, large, and custom websites, what does it take to build a website? And then we listed everything. And I shared this picture on Snapchat. We list everything, one by one, what it takes to build a website. Then we say, okay, if we're going to do for the small, how does this look for the small client? I'm going to be calling you soon, Dave. I need a website. Hee hee. Yeah. How do we do this for the small person? Because we really want to make it available at a low price range, but we can't be involved in every single step of the way for a low price. So what do? Well, here are the things that are really going to hold up and slow down a particular client. Installing WordPress, that's going to slow them down. Configuring plugins, that's going to slow them down. Trying to load templates, that's going to slow them down. All these different things. And we said, okay, those are the things that we have to do because we want them to get launched. We have to do these things. Then we said, okay, what are the things that really take a lot of time that we'd like to be able to do them for, but we can't do them for this low price? And so then we put a little dash. We're doing this on a spreadsheet. So we put a little dash along each way that it's like, man, we really would love to do this for the client, but for this price level, it's just not possible. Like, we can't give them good work, and they're not going to be happy with the work that we provide. So we put a dash. And then we created the medium, and we went through and we said, okay, for the medium, what is going to hold up the client, but what are we going to be able to charge a little bit more for because they're going to be spending more? And so we went through, and the things that we weren't going to do in the small, that we were going to leave to the client, we would do in the medium. We put a little X next to it. So the dash next to the small and an X next to the medium, large, and then custom. And that's how we built it out. Now, are we locked in? No. That's one of the big misconceptions that people have when they're building something out is, well, I'm locking myself in. No, you're not locking yourself in now, and you're not locking yourself into the future. We might do it exactly as it appears now. We might change it. After our first client, we may love it. We may change it. You make adjustments as you go. Brad Martinow says, the map will present itself when the car is in motion. There's no way you're going to be able to know everything that you're going to encounter when you first apply something new. So you need to be able to give yourself that freedom to make changes on the go. Here is the kicker. For us, we were saying, okay, we don't want to lose that personal touch. We want to make sure that clients' websites really stand out. But we can't give copywriting for that low package. But we need their copywriting to be good. Here's what we decided to do. We are going to create tutorial videos for every single thing that we don't do for the small package, medium package, large package. And those tutorial videos are going to be paired with forms. And those forms, when you watch the video and then you fill out the form, it will create everything for you. It will put it all where it needs to be so that when you, the client, are doing your About page, it asks you 7 questions. You fill out those questions, you copy the answers, you click submit, it sends you, an email with the answers. You copy those answers, put it in your About page, and your About page is done. That's how we're trying to scale. So do you see how this is going to be much more scalable than me doing everything for the client on every single package? I can't do that. I'm going to have to charge more and more and more and more for the same work because I can't scale it. But the second that I can put it into a system and say, here's how I produce top quality product, but without having my hands on it every step of the way, the second I create a system to push people through that automates, but you're still giving value, which is brilliant. Yes, Fabian, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's how I scale it, and that's what you need to do. So talking about a photography business, you have to define what your offerings are. Maritza, you know this. You have to define what your offerings are. You have to define what it is you're bringing to the table. If you don't define it, then you're going to let other people define it. So you have to be the person to define what your offerings are. You're the one who sets the terms. The client comes in, if you build everything around them, unless you're charging premium dollars, they are in 100% control. You need to tell them what you offer. That way, clients who aren't willing to do what you need them to do, I'm working on that, need you to see it through. Yes, we are going to see it through. Praise God, I've been trying to get people like you to do this for 2 years. So you are going to let the client define what your products and services are, and it's going to run your life. You are the one in control. And if a client doesn't like the way you do things, you did not want to work with them in the first place. Be okay saying no. Have resources for people you can send folks to who aren't your ideal client. I had somebody contact me who I worked for 3 years in the past. They said, hey, can you do this for me? Bye-bye, that's right. Can you do this for me? And I wrote them back. I said, look, thank you so much. I really appreciate your work. I really appreciate you trusting me in the past. We've gotten so focused on building out web, email, and social and helping people build out a web, email, and social platform that we don't have the bandwidth or the capabilities to do this type of project anymore. However, I have someone who I use when I need this sort of thing, and I'd love to refer you to him. Be prepared to send people somewhere, but you got to have the guts to say no. You've got to have the guts to turn down money, because you're not just turning down money, you're turning down frustration. Someone wants me to paint a Justin Bieber hat, and I'm not feeling it. Yep, don't do that. If you ain't feeling it, it's going to show up in your work, so don't do it. There you go, guys. That is my talk for today. That is my inspiration for you. That is why I've been gone, because I've been so focused on trying to get my products and services honed in so that people know exactly what they're getting from me, and I know exactly what I need to do for them. That's going to help me scale my business. That's going to help me make money. That's going to help me hire the right people, because I'm not changing things from product to product, project to project to project. That's going to help me find greater joy in what it is that I do. And it's going to help you find greater joy in what it is that you do. You define the terms. You don't let the client do it. Thanks, Dave. Love the inspiration you brought today. I truly felt it today. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So, guys, if you're not feeling it, we'll show you up on your work, David. That's exactly right. So guys, have a fantastic day. Follow me on Snapchat. And if you're stuck, send me a tweet or send me a snap. Let me know that you're stuck. I want to hear from you. Guys, have a great day. Share this out before you leave. I'll talk to you later. Peace out. I'm going to go into Starbucks. I'm going to have a very berry hibiscus. Carlos and I, thank you. Carlos and I are going to be building out our projects. We've got several other things that we need to do, and it's going to be a good day. Follow me on Snapchat. I'll tell you all about it as it happens. Peace out.